Oh, you were expecting a different sunglass wearing, cowboy hat wearing, son of a gun, Dan and Daygo. No, it is Hilberto and Fernando. And we're just going to tell you a little bit about what we liked about this episode. Gilbert, obviously, talking about the millions and millions of the Rock's fans. We talk about The Rock, which is our favorite movie of all the Compas. Which movies did you like? Gilbert, what was your favorite part of this episode?
Yeah, definitely in the rock segment, the best horror villain segment because it is Halloween season, spooky season. One of my best horror villains is definitely Dan and Dago. That's why I cut him at the beginning of the show. Put him second on the rundown. That was awesome. But of course, Fernando, NFL. We love the NFL. Week 6, another wild week. And those teams in, I won't say New York, Fernando. Those teams in New Jersey are doing pretty well, right?
Yeah, no, you're 100% correct. I mean, they're the surprise of the season. But now, let's get to the real reason why you guys watch Compas on the Beat. Dan and Dago, take it away.
Ugh.
Welcome, one. Welcome all to another glorious Wednesday. And you already know Wednesday is not only hump day, but it is the day your favorite program drops another episode. Let's freaking go. You already know the Compas have got you covered with their week 6 takeaways. We're going to get into it all NFL. We even get into some little side conversation. Don't you worry about that. No spoilers here on your favorite program. I will let you find that out for yourself. But before we get to all that amazing conversation, even though there is a stooge on the program, and that's okay, we love him anyway, do not forget to check out What's Up, Bolts. What? Little House of Horn action. What? Little Combat Compas. What? You already know we're growing the Compas on the Beat network. Do not forget to check out those other channels. You already know no Whiskey Sour Wednesday today, ladies and gents, even though it was pretty freaking ugly, but that's all right. Spooky season anyway. Scared the hell out of me. Also, do not forget to find us on social media. We are on all the platforms. A little bit of TikToks. What? At Compas on the Beat. A little bit of Instagramming. What? At Compas on the Beat again. Do not forget we are on the Twitter at Compas OTB. The OTB is capital. Why don't you just flood those mentions and tell everybody how much of a stooge Gilberto is? That's cool. Wait, hold on. I don't say his name like that. Why don't you flood our mentions and say how much of a stooge Gilberto is? You just let them know the straight facts. It's all good and with love. It's all right. Now, no more dilly-dally, Dan. Let's just get to the program. All the way from across the hallway. Play the music, Nando!
Welcome to Compas on the Beat. I am Fernando Ramirez. I cover the Chargers for the Sporting Tribune. With me, as always, my co-host, my tag team partner, Gilbert Manzano. He covers the Rams for the OC Register, LA Daily News. What's up, bro?
What's up, Fernando? I know a lot of people are trying to give Dustin Hopkins a lot of credit for his warrior-like performance with a torn hammy to kick the game-winning field goal on Monday Night Football. But you know what? My warrior of the game goes to you. You were, working late, driving to San Diego, and then you're on the show. What a great way to start the show with some positive vibes, right? You're the warrior of this episode already.
I appreciate that. You know what's funny is that I saw Dustin kind of get a little bit of hate after the game because I guess he got interviewed by ESPN. I didn't even notice it. And people were like, why are you interviewing kickers? Hey, Pat McAfee has given us a different view. There it is. Ding.
That's quick. The fastest ever in history.
He's giving us a different view on kickers. And, hey, maybe, who knows? But, I mean, hey, that's what happened. But, yeah, no, it was definitely a long night. I got to sit next to our compa, Eric Williams. And as soon as the game goes to overtime, we look at each other and we're like, dude, are you serious? Like, this is what you guys are going to give us? So, yeah, it was definitely an experience. We left San Diego at 11:30 a.m. We didn't return until 2 in the morning.
Whoa. Oh, so you guys carpooled together.
We carpooled.
Okay.
Yeah. So Eric and I were like, hey, let's carpool. And then I think we might be carpooling this Sunday as well. So it's pretty fun, honestly. When
Fernando, on that note, I thought you were doing it by yourself. You're pulling the grind. I'm taking back the award for the Warrior Award and giving it to Dustin Hopkins. You got some help because the Chargers didn't have any help for Dustin Hopkins. It felt like, but
hey, the defense actually was able to kind of get it in there. But yeah, no, definitely, it was a crazy Monday night. Like I said, it went into overtime, so probably we didn't get into the locker room probably until about 9:20. So yeah, and by the way, my boy Jaleel White, he said, "What's up?" He looked at me and then he went, "What's up?" And I went, "What's up?" to him. So we're
you give him your card. You're like, "Hey, jump on the show."
We're getting a little bit closer. So next time, who knows? Maybe I'll pull the trigger and I'll go over to him and be like, "Hey, huge fan. Would love to get you on Compas on the beat." I mean, you know how it is. So definitely. Cool. But all I've heard, and it's funny because I saw a guy that used to be a former intern for the Chargers, Weston. He's a good guy. He told me, he's like, "Dude, Jaleel's the nicest guy you're ever gonna meet." So yeah, so he's like, approach him, and I'm like, oh, I was like, I'll wait till next time. So slowly but surely, we're getting there, Gilbert.
Okay. Did you also see Mr. Unlimited out there, Russell Wilson? You could have got him on the show because you know why I want him on the show, because your boy Dan and Daygo, your brother, doesn't like Mr. Unlimited, and I want to have him on the show just to kind of know him, right?
There's been times where I've done things that are dangerous. No, I shouldn't talk about that. This thing is dangerous. It's spicy. It's dangerous. Get out of here with all that dangerous crap.
I love how I set you up for that. That was actually pretty cool.
No, you did.
Subway sandwich, yeah.
That was another thing when Eric and I were sitting there. I was like, do you think he goes into the huddle and he goes, guys, we got to make me look good again. Come on, guys. I know we can do this for me. You saw what he said last week. Like, I've been here before. I've done this before. I have willed my team before. I don't see Richard Sherman. Pete Carroll isn't there. Have you seen all the stuff that all the guys have been saying? Marshawn, Richard Sherman, they've all been trashing that dude. It's been bad. It's been a PR nightmare for Team 3, I think, these last couple of weeks.
Team 3, huh?
I think that's what they're called, no?
As long as he has his faith, his family, and let's ride country, he's okay. It's okay. He doesn't care what the outside noise.
He didn't give one after the game. He didn't give one after the game. Are they not riding?
He's wavering.
It's funny. They have the Jets this weekend. That's not what it used to be. That used to be okay, then give yourself a little bit of a W. That ain't the way this goes now. This is going to be a lot tougher, to be honest.
Well, maybe you could segue on that note because it is a big New Jersey day, Fernando, for week 6.
And I know you're all about it, but wait, hold on. Before we segue, how was you were there Sunday. How was Sunday?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It feels like a while ago.
Lupe Fiasco had halftime.
That's actually pretty funny because I'm like, man, like this offensive performance was so boring. I'm like, did I go back at the time and watch like a different offense? Like Lupe Fiasco's out there. Like, what year is this? Like the freaking, I don't know, the Stone Age running the football 80 times a day. I mean, per game, like Dan and Daygo prefers. But yeah, Lupe Fiasco was out there. That was a highlight of the show. I didn't know he still performed. How did you even know that? Was he on TV? How did you catch that?
No, Eric Williams tweeted out Lupe Fiasco performing at halftime. I was about to tweet at him, oh, I'm surprised you know who that is. But then I was like, oh, wait, Lupe Fiasco's like, he's pretty a lot older. So obviously Eric's going to know.
I felt kind of old about that. But yeah, it was one thing I feel bad for you, Fernando, because I just came off of the Monday Night Football game. And it takes you like 2 weeks to readjust. So I'm doing fine. You're gonna be in for a couple like weird days because you go from that weird Monday Night Football week to a very fast week now, short week. You know how Justin Herbert told you no victory brisket this week because it's a short week. But for me, it was hopefully he has some T's and P's for me because I had to watch a pretty boring game. But other than that, I'm okay. This is a bye week. I'm doing well. And I forgot what I was gonna tell you. I already forgot. Oh, that's right. You were spoiling the entire Monday Night Football game because I have you on Twitter notifications, but I do have a takeaway about the game, but it's not that one. But you really were spoiling the game for me. So I had to get to the point where like I decided to do AirPlay on my phone on the TV. And then I put my phone away. Don't even touch my phone because I don't get the notification. So I adjusted because I can't take you off the Twitter notifications because you're my boy like that, right?
Same thing here.
Okay, but you were spoiling it.
Oh yeah, that's my. You were spoiling it for us on Sunday, so I mean,
Hell, they were scoring 3 points every quarter. There's
yeah,
nothing
but
to spoil.
the pick six was hilarious. I
Oh,
mean, that
okay.
was. I was like, look at this, and then we see the pick six, and we started laughing. So yeah, it was pretty funny. But okay, now let's go to Compas on the NFL beat, and let's talk about that. What do you?
It's a different name. Compas on the LA beat.
Oh, Compas on the
Come on,
LA beat.
Fernando.
That's my bad. That's my bad. All right, let's talk about it. Okay, what was your takeaway from the Chargers?
I want this segment to be, my opinion about the Chargers because they don't get to hear me on What's Up Boats. I don't get an invite on What's Up Boats because Dan and Daygo didn't allow it. But whatever. I'm gonna use
you
this.
You will in a couple of weeks, unless
January 1st.
You don't want to, unless you deny us, and we have to go with another Rams beat writer, maybe from the Athletic.
Okay, that's cool. You could have me on that show, but if you want to be on House of Horns, you need to go through my agent. You know how Russell Wilson tells people to go through his agent, his handlers. But anyways, enough joking there. Yeah, and then the other part of the Combos on the LAB, you give me your Rams point of view because you're not on House of Horns. So we want to switch it up here. And my takeaways, I got to watch the game, I'll just start with this because I feel people are really giving up on J.C. Jackson. It's been very bad for him out the gates. He was a big signing for the Chargers. I was around when the Chargers got him. It was a big prize. Remember the emoji eyes between Derwin James and J.C. Jackson? They were excited. He got cooked pretty badly on Monday Night Football. He made Russell Wilson look good, and he's been struggling all year. So he lost, I think, 2 players on 2 touchdowns. Actually, shout out to Brandon Staley for pulling him quickly. Like, he could have easily been like, hey, that's a prize free agent. I'm not going to pull that guy. I'm not going to go there. He did it. He wanted to win the game. Hopefully people acknowledge that. Acknowledge him, Fernando. But, I'll say this about Jason Jackson. I think it's too soon to say, hey, he's the next Patriot guy who couldn't do it without Bill Belichick. He's a zone system guy, whatever. He's not a shutdown corner. And I don't know, we'll see. But also, he just came off of surgery not too long ago, right? Like an ankle thing. He had like a weird extra toe, right?
Yeah.
So that could be part of it too. Like Brandon could be like, "Hey, you want to play so badly? We're gonna give you a chance, but you're not healthy, my man. Get out the game." And he did it. But that's my takeaway. J.C. Jackson, of course, he's playing really badly right now to get it grammatically correct. But it's too soon to say he's the next guy from the Patriots who fooled everybody to get the bag and not do anything. But it is pretty bad. Just give it some time, and we'll see how it goes for J.C. Jackson because he has too much talent and potential to just kind of give up on him. 6 games in?
And there's no way you forget how to do what you did in New England. I mean, and it's just going to be about. And it's funny because Ronaldo Hill told us last week it's going to be about him or about us putting him in the best position. So the coaching staff and him have to get together and kind of see what's the best way to get him going. But I think he'll be fine. I think it's just going to take a little bit of time. Like you said, he wasn't there for the back end of training camp. Now he's there. So obviously let's see what happens with him. But my takeaway with the Rams is, can Matthew Stafford get healthy? And I know people are saying, "Oh, he's healthy." Man, if he's healthy, then why is he's not throwing down the field? He's not, and maybe it's because Tutu Atwell. Some of these guys have had injuries, but can you protect him? That's the thing. Can he stay healthy, and can you protect him? And that's going to be the biggest question that the Rams are going to have. Their left tackle just tore his Achilles, didn't he?
Yep, Joe Noble.
There's another injury, so I think the Rams are just paying for their sins. For going all in, getting that Super Bowl. They got the Super Bowl that they wanted. Now it's just about what extra can you get. And like I said, if I was Odell, I wouldn't go there. I'd be like, you know what? Let me go somewhere else. Let me go try and win a championship somewhere else. I wouldn't go to the Rams. I mean, I know he knows the Rams. I know he knows the system and everything. But if I was him, I'd go somewhere else. But yeah, I just think that Matthew Stafford doesn't look the same as he did last year. He doesn't look as comfortable. He doesn't look. And maybe that's because people have kind of honed down on Cooper Kupp a little bit. I know Cooper's still putting up numbers, but it's not at the way it was last year. So I mean, I'm wondering if the Rams can get that all fixed. Their defense is good. I mean, their defense has held it down. That's the reason why the Rams are still, what are they, 3-3?
Yeah,
3-3. That's the reason why they're 3-3. Their defense has held it in. Man, they almost lost to the Falcons a couple of weeks ago. They almost Carolina. There was no way they were going to lose to.
It was 10. It was 10-10 in the third quarter though.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I mean, you knew Like PJ Walker wasn't going to do anything, and then Robbie Anderson threw his fit, which I'll get into later. But what was the other? What was the other win?
Arizona,
Oh yeah,
Atlanta.
and that one. Well, that one was more of like Kyler Murray. Just if it's not
Arizona.
if it's not Call of Duty, he ain't doing it. So yeah, no, I completely agree. But yeah, that's my takeaway on Compas on the LA beat. Can the Rams? But what do you think?
It's tough to assess because it's a fair I guess point to make because like he had the elbow injection in the off season. He had to manage it in the training camp, and then now he's not pushing the ball down the field. So like maybe there's something there, Fernando. But the thing is like hard to tell because he doesn't have protection. He doesn't have time to let plays develop to go downfield. Say he was protected and he's taking a lot of deep shots and he's missing a lot of targets. Like, okay, there's an issue there, but he hasn't had he has like maybe like 5-6 shots down the field all year, and maybe he's connected on 2 out of 6. Is that a big enough sample size to say this guy has an issue? But when he's just connecting with Cooper Kupp down the field, he's accurate on that. Unless he's throwing a pick 6 to the 49ers or to the Panthers, that's an issue too. It's just tough to kind of gauge. But you're right, this offense needs a lot of work. They're making their offense now become jet sweeps heavy because they're trying to just limit the downfield throws because the protection is really bad, and maybe Stafford can throw downfield. I don't know, Fernando. It's tough to kind of gauge because of what I just mentioned. But you're saying he has an issue with the elbow. We'll see. But they're 3-3. It's not the worst position to be in, but it is a boring offense to watch right now.
Yeah, no, I bet. All right, now let's move on to Gilbert. What was your biggest takeaway of the NFL Week 6 season?
Well, I don't want to embarrass myself, so I'll let you do it. But can you start the griddy? Can you do the griddy while I speak? Hopefully, if you're on the audio version, go to the YouTube and watch this because I love when Fernando does this. But my takeaway of you're gonna do it the whole time. Cool. Is the connection of Joe Burr, and Jamar Chase of the Bengals.
Isn't this more of a Justin Jefferson thing?
Yeah, but I think because LSU connection, and I think Jamar Chase does it. But yeah, you're right. I just want you to do it. I think Jefferson did it. He was in the NFL a year earlier, so he made it popular in the NFL. But Jamar Chase did it at LSU. And speaking of LSU, these guys balled out the Superdome. It was like a throwback for guys who've been in the NFL for 2 or 3 years, but it felt like it was like a long time coming to do it at LSU or Superdome in New Orleans near LSU. The connection, like this team couldn't get the deep ball going, and to get the Bengals finally getting that deep ball with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, and also part of it too, they're on my fantasy team. That's why I'm excited to watch it. Finally, they did something. That was me selfishly there, but it was also kind of a cool element, even though it's not, can't say nostalgia just yet because it's been 3 years. It was cool to watch, and the Bengals might have something. Remember last week we were saying who's better off, the Bengals or the Rams? We got it right so far. The Bengals look good. They're I'm not saying they're like a great a team right now, but they're waking up the offense, and it was nice to see Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. And then I just wanted you to see do the gritty because Mike Gesicki, right? He's butchering the F out of it.
That was bad. By the way, did you say LSU?
Yeah.
We would like to thank you for the support that you've given me and my family.
I think your accent is better than Brian Kelly's. I'll give you that.
And there you go. Hey, a Mexican beat a white dude. Boom.
There you go. Finally,
we got it. You know what? My biggest takeaway.
You got a gritty too?
The Vikings are 5-1, and the Green Bay Packers are 3-3. Dan and Daygo, chalk another one up to him because he said the Vikings are going to win this division. Vikings are a very interesting team. They're winning ugly. They're winning. They're blowing out. Like they're doing everything together. They're able to win ugly. They're able to win clean. They're able to do a lot of different things. And I mean, I like them. I think they're really good. The only thing is how much longer can they keep this going? I was looking at
they got a primetime game coming up.
Kirk, I think they do. They play the
Kirk Cousins.
Oh, well, that's true. They play the Cardinals this upcoming weekend.
That could be a win.
They go to the Commanders. Then
that's another one.
At Bills on November 13th. Ooh. That'll be a good one.
Hey, but by then, they could be 7-1.
They could. They'll host the Cowboys, your Cowboys, the week after that. It'll probably be Cooper Rush again by that point. Then the Patriots go to them, and then the Jets go to them as well. Wow, it's a pretty interesting slate of games coming up for the Vikings. But whatever. They're not really doing anything like wow-ish. I mean, Kirk Cousins, 66% completion, 1,500 yards. Dalvin Cook, 450 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson has 46 catches for 656 yards and only 2 touchdowns. That's what's really impressive. Adam Thielen, he's spreading the ball around. I mean, that's.
So what do you think? Legit or fuera?
I think they're legit. I think they'll lose to the Bills. But other than that, I feel like they have a really good chance against everybody, especially Dak Prescott. So I think that they'll.
Good takeaway.
I think they're pretty good.
Gritty field takeaways.
All right. Okay, Gilbert. So obviously, Week 6, it's another weird weekend of football. But who do you think was the biggest surprise win? Falcons, Jets, or the Steelers? The Jets beat the Packers, the Falcons beat the 49ers, and the Steelers beat the Bucks.
These are some tough ones, man, because I'm surprised by all three. But I know people were making a big deal about the Falcons and the Jets, but I'm gonna go with the other one. How did the Buccaneers just lose like that to the Mitchell Trubisky?
And they had scrubs in the back.
Yeah.
All their corners were done. Minka Fitzpatrick didn't play. No TJ Watt. Like, what?
The offense couldn't do anything. Like, only the kicker was making points for them. Ryan Suckup, I think. He was not sucking. Tom Brady was. Who does a gritty on there?
Nobody. I just wanted to do it again.
And then I was just looking at stats too, because like the Rams have been terrible at running the ball. Like, you know who's last right now running the football? The Buccaneers, man. So
really, I thought Leonard Fournette had been having a solid season so far.
I can tell you right now, I had it pulled up right here. They're averaging 67.5 yards per game. That's not good.
I'm gonna go Jets. They went into Cheesecake
Cheesecake Factory.
They
went into the biggest menu of the world.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's Matt Money Smith said that's what Joe Lombardi's playbook is: a big Cheesecake Factory, and they pick out of it.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah. So obviously, they went in there, they beat them. I was very surprised. The Falcons and 49ers, there was too many injuries for the 49ers for me to say the Falcons, but the Jets they're just really impressive. And then obviously, my boy Sauce Gardner wearing a cheese head after a cheese thing. That was pretty funny. So I was definitely all about it. So I'm gonna go with them. I mean, they're winning. Kyle Wilson's doing well. They're doing some good things. So I'm definitely all about Zach Wilson. What did I say?
Kyle Wilson.
Oh, Zach Wilson. Sorry, I don't know why I said Kyle Wilson. My mind's in baseball right now.
This guy's a legend.
But yeah, no, Zach Wilson is a legend. So I definitely I'm gonna go with the Jets. Gilbert, who is the best team in the NFL right now? Bills or Eagles?
This is easy. What?
Okay,
what'd you say?
No, stop. I thought you were going to go a different way, and I thought you were going to try and curse me.
No, this is too easy. It's definitely the Buffalo Bills. They just beat the second best team in the NFL, so they're the first team. They beat the Chiefs. That was a really good game that I did not watch. I saw the highlights because I was working during that time. I had to watch the Panthers and the Rams. But yeah, Josh Allen had that game-winning drive. That defense is getting healthy. That defense is really good, Fernando, with Von Miller, and they're very explosive. I miss watching explosive offenses, as you can tell. But the Bills are really good right now, so definitely the Bills number one.
Oh my God! I mean, I guess, but no, I have to go with the Eagles. I mean, what the Eagles are doing right now, they're just dismantling teams. They don't care. They're just tearing everybody down. I'm all about it. I'm all for it. So yeah, no, I definitely have to go with the Eagles. I like their secondary. I like their team. I like what they're doing. Jalen Hurts has really grown up, in my opinion, and I've liked what he's done. So I've liked what he's done. I think he's really come a long way. So I'm all about it.
You got a video? Can you think about the audio listeners, Fernando? Can you describe what you're doing right now? I hope this is your way of taking the victory lap on the Compas goal that you won.
Victory!
Okay, this is taking way too long.
EAGLES Eagles!
Okay. This is your victory lap, or is that what you're doing here?
No victory laps yet.
You
No, there's
took round one of the Compas Bowl.
There's still a long way to go. And the funniest part, you text me, "Oh, don't worry, Dak will be back for the next one." Dak.
We'll see.
That'll be funny.
We'll have the same laugh when he wins in whatever week they play each
No,
other.
but the Eagles the Eagles got playmakers everywhere. I like the Eagles. Man, you know what I was telling Dan in one of those? The Tennessee Titans are dumb. How the hell do you get rid of A.J. Brown? My God, that guy was just making plays left and right. So I'm all about it. I like them. We're now at the quarter part of the season, Gilbert. It's time to hand out some awards.
Wow.
Gilbert, who is your MVP?
Very easy. Just had the game-winning drive, like I mentioned, against the Chiefs. Josh Allen, the number 7 overall pick in 2018, who played at Wyoming. He plays with the Buffalo Bills now. Josh Allen for sure.
I agree with you. The only thing is I'm getting a little nervous. I don't like those design runs. He's doing way too many of them. And that's how you get hurt. So I think they need to be a little bit smarter. I think they were smarter with it with the Chiefs, but I've seen other games where they pull it out like 5 or 6 times. And I'm kind of like, okay, dude, like be careful with him. So I definitely think they need to kind of slow that down.
Real quick, Fernando, because I just want to annoy your brother, Dan Daygo. Number 2 on the MVP ballot, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, my God. Number 2.
Yeah, okay. Defensive Player of the Year.
This one because I think I'm still in love with the performance he had a week ago. Michael Parsons, edge rusher for the Cowboys.
How do you do on Sunday?
I just want to say I did not watch the Sunday Night Football game, so I don't know how you did, but that's why I'm going off what I saw 2 weeks ago. Michael Parsons, take the player for the quarterly award here.
He had 4 tackles, 7 tackles.
Wow, they really kept them in check. That's a good offensive line with the Eagles, though.
Yeah, well,
not excusing the.
Mine is Darius Slay from the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, I said this a couple of years ago when Darius Slay got traded. I'm like, Detroit, you are dumb. You are doing some dumb stuff. Like,
I think everybody's dumb.
I do. I'm like, how are you going to trade this dude when he's the best player on your defense? But obviously, they're trying to rebuild whatever. Darius Slay has 3 picks, I think, so far this season. He could have more. But, man, he's been so good. He's taken the opposing receiver out. And I just think Darius Slay is due. And I remember a couple of years ago, Keenan called him one of the best, and he called him his brother and everything. But he called him one of the best corners in the league, and I truly believe he is one of the best corners. Offensive Player of the Year. Rookie Offensive Player of the Year.
Okay. Offensive Player of the rookie. I'm already confused. Yes, Breece Hall, rookie running back for the New York Jets. He really turned it up in the last couple of weeks. Like they were kind of had him in a committee, and then it became too obvious. This guy is really good. So Breece Hall has been going off the last couple of weeks, and I'm just kicking myself for not having him in my fantasy football roster, but he's doing well.
Well, I hate that we're about to agree because obviously that's no fun, but
wow.
I'm going to have to agree with you. Like, who else is there? Like, he has 391 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. He's been a huge part of their offense. He's done a lot of really good stuff for them, and he has 1 receiving touchdown, so he has a total of 4 touchdowns. So, yeah, the kid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touchdowns.
Are you old enough to start calling people kid, Fernando? Sorry.
No, I'm just saying. Well, he's a rookie, so I'm going to go with him. And then
also Victor said that he wanted us to be disagreeing and arguing like we're undisputed. We're not going to do that, Victor. I'm sorry.
Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, you better not copy me because you're going to piss off Victor.
I think we do.
Sauce Gardner, I think he was a number 4 pick in the draft, right? Yep. With the icy grill, he is just shutting down wide receivers. To play that well as a cornerback, like that's one of the hardest positions to play as a rookie in the NFL. And everything I'm reading on this guy, like he's even like had the leadership element to it. So he's swaggy, he's a leader, he's a shutdown corner. I like it.
I kept on hearing if Robert Saleh had a shutdown corner and if he could get one, this would be a different package. The Jets right now look like they won the draft, and I think they won it by a mile. They obviously got Hall. They have Sauce. Sauce he's my pick just because I love the shutdown corner. That's what I was telling Daniel. Like yesterday, at times I would like look over and I would just watch Patrick Surtain. I love watching cornerbacks play, and I think Sauce is really good. Like you said, he's a leader. He's exactly what Robert Saleh wanted, and now just building upon it. And I mean, honestly, I know last year people were calling for Robert Saleh's head, but that's why you preach patience. Because now look at them; they're 4-2 and they're doing really well. So
even guys like Quinton Williams is balling out under Robert Saleh.
Exactly. And remember, a couple of weeks ago, Quinton Williams stepped up to his defensive line assistant coach or whatever, and now they're all good. Coach of the year.
Yes, I'm going with the other New Jersey team, who came from the actual New York team, the only New York team, the Buffalo Bills. Brian Daygo. I think he's got a new life there with the G-Men, which I like that. It sounds like Gilberto Manzano, right? G-Men. But Brian Daygo, he's really brought new life to the G-Men. And we were talking about this before the show, Fernando. I'm not a fan of Daniel Jones, but he's making it work with Daniel Jones, and he's really like revived the career of Saquon Barkley. I can't even name wide receivers on that roster besides Kenny Golladay, who's not even playing, and they're making it work. That's a good defense too.
Sterling Sharp is also hurt. I'm going to go with the other one, Robert Saleh. I mean, there's not enough I could say. Their defense is good. Their offense, like we said, Zach Wilson, Breece Hall. They have Garrett Wilson. They have some good players on this team. Is just continue to build that offensive line, continue to build in the defense. And like we said, they had a really good draft. So Robert Saleh is definitely he's definitely looking good right now. Gilbert, power rankings. Give me your top 5 teams.
Yeah, we kind of had a little start here with the Bills versus Eagles debate, but I'm going to stick to it, of course. I can't do that. Can't change in 5 minutes of the show. But Bills number 1, Chiefs number 2, then the Eagles. I think the Eagles have to prove it to me more. They're like the new team on the block this year. The Bills and the Chiefs have done it year in and year out for the last couple of years. I'm still waiting on you, the Eagles. And this is really where this is a bad luck. The 4 and the 5 spot, Fernando. Last week we did it with the 49ers. They lost. So I'm sorry, New York Giants. I'm sorry, Minnesota Vikings. Those are my 4 and 5. Let's see which one of those teams lose this week.
All right, I'm gonna go Eagles at 1, Bills at 2, Vikings at 3.
Oh, moving up.
Huh?
You're moving them up. You're trying to reverse the curse.
Vikings at 3, Chiefs at 4, Giants at 5. How can you have a loser as your number 2 team? Get the hell out of here.
Because our ranking should be the best teams for the whole season, and I think the Chiefs will still be there. You're a very short-minded person here. I'm thinking long term.
No, I know exactly what I'm doing. All right, now
power rankings though, is it who's done the best in the first 6 weeks, or who's going to do the best the whole year?
No, it's who's done good so far, but the Chiefs, I'm still not sold on them completely. There's some holes there that I think
you just cursed them by putting them number 4. The 4 and 5 spot. The 5 spot are really deadly.
We'll see what happens.
The Giants are losing for sure, Fernando.
All right, let's go with rapid fire now. Obviously, we just talked about it. We just talked about both New York teams. Which one do you think is better, the Jets or the Giants?
Man, I will go with the Giants because I think they've both beaten the Packers, right? Back-to-back weeks. So they have that kind of together, the signature win against the Packers. But the Giants beat the Ravens, and that's a good quality to win. So that's back-to-back quality wins right there. So, but again, maybe the Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers teams are frauds. I don't know, but I'm going with the Giants.
I'm going to go with the Jets. Obviously, they go to the Packers. They win on the road. Their defense is good. They really shut out Aaron Rodgers for most of the evening. So I definitely I'm not sold yet on the Jets, but they're getting closer and closer. I think they're a good team. Which team should be more concerned, the Packers or the Bucks? Both are 3-3, and Brady and Rodgers have not looked good. And from what I've heard and seen around Twitter, is that the Packers are looking for wide receiver help.
Yeah, they're one of their best receivers, Randall Cobb, in 2022. That's how much help they need, and he just got hurt. So they're definitely looking for wide receiver help. Maybe Odell Beckham Jr. goes over there. We'll see. He's in a lot of trade talks, but yeah, I think this is a tough one, Fernando. I think I'm more concerned about the Bucks. I think the whole mess with Tom Brady is starting to catch up to people. They kind of maybe find it annoying, but I still think this guy could do whatever he wants. 7 Super Bowls? I lost track, Fernando. But I just gave you the rushing numbers. They couldn't do anything against the Steelers. I think the Bucks are worse off right now.
I would have lost that ring to keep my 7 rings. I would have lost that 1 ring to keep my 7 rings.
But
No,
he already has the 7 rings. You're gonna do that again to Giselle?
you guys are acting like nah. You're gonna try. You're not gonna get me.
Nah, that would be good for the TikTok.
No, hell no. Because I know that there's a lot of supporters out there, Giselle. I'm going to go with the Bucks as well. I think that I'm going to go with the Bucks. Their defense is not good. Their offense is really shaky.
Stop
The
agreeing
offensive
with me.
line is terrible. He was MFing his whole offensive line. So I definitely think that that the Bucks are in a lot more danger. Gilbert, we have another quarterback controversy. Are you going Bailey Zapp or are you going Mac Jones once he's healthy?
Isn't it Zappy? I gotta get the name right. Bailey Zappy or Bailey Zapp?
Same thing.
I will go with Bailey because I don't remember the last time Mac Jones had 300 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, and I think maybe no turnovers. I forgot the stat line, but this Bailey guy, man, he's doing well. And the last time I'm going there for now. I'm going there. The last time the Patriots had an unknown quarterback do this well was Mr. Tom Brady. So.
Well, I mean, I'm
Bailey.
just doing this because I remember Mac Jones last year.
Oh, okay. So you're going Mac Jones
at one point, but no, heck no. I'm going Bailey. Right, the hot hand. Okay. Are you kidding? Right, the hot hand. That's the problem with the NFL now. People are like, oh, well, we should know. Go right the hot hand. That's the only reason why, in a sense, like the 49ers made it to that Super Bowl a couple of years ago when Colin Kaepernick took over. He added a different spin to that offense. Obviously, at the end, he didn't know how to read a defense, and he kind of messed up in the Super Bowl. Well, yeah.
Keep going with the story, by the way.
But no, well, I mean, so obviously that. But I mean, Bailey looks like he's a good player. I would stick it out. I do the same thing like I told you with the Cowboys. Now that Cooper Rush is lost, now they're gonna be like, oh well, here's a perfect chance to. I'm sure Jerry Jones was in the shower and he thought about it and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna put Dak Prescott back in there.
Maybe Bill Belichick is in the shower having a moment about Mac Jones or Bailey.
Who knows? Eagles look like the best team in the NFC. Who is the second best team in the conference, Gilbert?
Oh man, I should have wrote it down here. I don't know about this one. Go to my power rankings here. I guess the Vikings, right? It's such a weird NFC look here. Like the Giants and the Vikings, the Cowboys, the Eagles. These are all teams that we never expected to kind of do so well. Well, maybe you had the Eagles, whatever. Okay, whatever. But
look at these divisions, like
at the standings here.
Yeah, like look at them, like look at this division 3-3, 3-3. The Falcons are second in the freaking NFC South.
I'm just going Vikings out of the record default, Fernando. Do they have any quality wins here? Like who's a good team? They beat the Dolphins with nobody at quarterback. I don't know.
Well, they got the piss beat out of them by the Eagles 24-7. So
they got crushed. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Vikings as well. I mean, who the hell else am I supposed to choose? Like,
it's a weird NFC.
It really. Oh, you know what? Wait, the Giants are 5-1.
Pick them.
No, I'm gonna go with Minnesota. Minnesota has a better defense. They have some playmakers. They have Patrick Peterson. They have some good players over there. I'm gonna stick with Minnesota. That's a lot of Minnesota heavy here today. Gilbert
and New Jersey.
And
New Jersey.
Exactly. Fair or foul for Sauce Gardner to put the cheese head on his head while walking around Lambeau Field.
Lighten up, people. Have some fun here. Yeah, it's fair. Cheesehead. I think there was even a couple of Lambeau leaps by the Jets too. So
yeah,
keep doing it, man. I don't know. I like it.
I'm saying it's fair. Shut them up. Make them not do it. Win, and maybe they won't do that stuff. So I'm definitely all for it.
Shut them up.
Yeah, no, 100%. Gilbert, yesterday there was a play yesterday where. It was Sunday. It was at the end of the game, and Saquon could have walked this into the end, he could have walked into the end zone and given fantasy owners a touchdown, but he decides to do the honorable thing for his team, and he decides to slide down and just so that they can take a knee and end the game. This is what Saquon had to say after the game about why he decided to do that. Here is the video right now.
What are you gonna say to those fantasy fans?
Yeah, I know the fantasy fans are gonna be a little upset about that. But I got a job to do, and that's to do whatever I can to help my team win a football game. And anytime you can make a play that can secure a victory, you got to do that. And
I'm all for it. What are you?
Yeah, he's not on my fantasy team, so you got to win the game
Yes,
here, and
Paul.
then so that's why I don't care. But like doing the math though, like say they would have been a touchdown, it would have been like an 11-point game. They still would have won. I think I felt like maybe go for the touchdowns. Maybe like at the end of his career, he has 99 rushing touchdowns. He could have had one more for 100, and it could have been right there, Fernando.
All right, no, I'm with you. I think it's fine. You're doing it for your team, dude. Fantasy owners, what the hell with the hell with them? Do it for your team. Now that's why you're 5-1. Can you imagine if he would have like I don't know? Anything could happen. He could have tried to walk into the end zone. Guy comes up, punches the ball out of his hands. You never know. So I've seen a lot of stuff covering the Chargers for years. So obviously, I feel like any other team could get some of the voodoo.
I didn't think about that. That's
that
actually
these
a good
guys
point.
had. Man, there was a year, and you're gonna get mad, but I don't care. I'm gonna go back to the San Diego years. It's Halloween night.
Bingo.
The Chargers should needed to kneel the ball down. Nick, I can't remember who the kicker was. No, I can't remember who the kicker was. All they had to do was come in, kick the game-winning field goal, and that was it. Phillip Rivers hikes the ball. It hits the back of his hand. They fumble. Chiefs grab the ball. You're a jackass, and they end up winning the game like that. And Phillip, you could see Phillip on the sideline going, "This is the worst day of my life." Like you could totally, he was so pissed. But it's all that.
I know a certain fella here who could point out many bad days for him.
Oh, well, you leave my innocent brother alone. All right, Gilbert, with all these firings, you're lucky I don't fire your ass.
Oh, man.
You're taking a sleep. With the firing of Matt Rule by the Carolina Panthers, which head coach do you feel like has the hottest? Whose ass is on fire? Ron Rivera, Nathaniel Hackett, Dan Campbell, or Cliff Kingsbury?
Oh, man.
I think Cliff was smart, admitting that maybe he gives the play calling to somebody else. I think he kind of saved his life, and he just signed an extension.
I know.
You go.
No, it's a tough one. I think it's definitely Ron Rivera. I think he's been there a couple of years now. But if I had to pick one, I think it'll be Cliff. They're not doing anything. I know he just had in the contract, I say, but Cliff's offense is really, really bad right now. One of those two guys.
But Cliff could sit on his ass for the next 2 or 3 years and just take the money that he's going to get owed by the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, put it this way: who's been on Compas and who hasn't? Fire the other guy who hasn't been on.
All right, let's do that. I think it's going to be Dan Campbell. I think Dan Campbell. He's 2 years in, and I know that people are excited about him, but I just think that he hasn't fired his defensive coordinator. They're still a bad defense. They still haven't done anything. We're only 6 games in, but as of right now, I think Dan Campbell may be
7-year contract for him.
The odd man out. Gilbert, what do you attribute to fantasy football being down 22% compared to this point last season?
Honestly, I don't really know, but this is what I will say. Stop complaining, draft better, trade better, and then spend money on Kenneth Walker like I did. People were giving me crap for saying I spent $42 on Kenneth Walker. He went off for me. Do better. Stop complaining about 22% down. Get out of here.
Yeah, draft better. That's what I did. I mean, look at me. I'm 6-0 in one league. I'm 5-1 in the other. So
yeah, we're not complaining here.
I'm not complaining. Hell, I'm all good with that. I mean, if you're complaining, get the hell out of here. But yeah, no, definitely. Let's man, I wanted to add one more thing with you, but you know what? No, let's do what we do best. Huh?
We're 40 minutes in. It's time.
I know, but I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe you wanted to talk about former guy that we used to cover.
Oh,
Melvin Gordon.
Oh, no, we're good.
All right. Well, it's time to bring in Vic, the producer. Vic, how did your weekend go?
Pretty good. I got to watch the boring, as Gilbert called it, the boring Rams-Panthers game. No, I had a good weekend.
You sound like you did watch that. You sound tired.
That's because the Raiders had a bye week. And they didn't
yes, you got it. Exactly.
You would have been watching the Raiders.
And they gained ground. So, yeah, it was a good week.
Positive.
Yeah, no.
Glad, buddy. Fear not, your boy is here. The energy, the speed, everything else is about to get picked up. Gilberto's worst nightmare has just arrived. How in the hell are we doing, everybody?
How are you doing after that Monday Night Football game?
You want me? I'll talk about it. I mean, I don't give a rat's ass. It was grabastic. It was an abomination. It was downright disgusting. I was nauseous.
But at least your kicker came through. What a warrior! You're not used to kickers doing that for you, right?
That's right. And I said this on What's Up Bolts. By the way, shout out What's Up Bolts. Go subscribe. I don't have a lot of respect for kickers, but he earned some that night. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. All right, let's get now to takeaways from the weekend. I'm going to start with Vic.
For me, what did I have? I'm trying to remember now what I had because
Boring prime time game.
how boring the national TV games have been this year. I think one of the things I looked at was how many times teams have scored 30 points. It's happened 5 times, guys. The Chiefs have done it twice. The Bills have done it twice. And the Buccaneers did when they got routed by the Chiefs. It's been terrible to watch some of these games. And I guess the next thing that we're going to see is, are they going to get rid of the big Fangio defense? Is that why we're getting those boring games? Is that some of these offenses can't even score more than 20 points? It's been truly boring. And I've seen people just talk about how bad some of these games have been, especially on Thursday night, that they should give Amazon back their money. And now I heard today that they're getting a Friday night game for Black Friday.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're introducing the Black
Makes
Friday
sense.
game.
Amazon, they want you to
Y el
buy
shopping?
stuff.
Y el shopping?
They're probably going to do it
they're-
at night.
Um,
Either way, it's all done online today anyway. You just get on the gizmos and bada boom, bada bing. It's
That's
at
why
your door.
it's good marketing. You're like, oh, Amazon. Oh, it's Black Friday. Let me go get on Amazon and do it. That's why.
Yeah. Get on the Prime. Get on the
Well-
do the doodads and all that stuff, and you get them all to your door.
yeah, no. Dan, give us. God, I hope I don't regret this. Give us your biggest takeaway of Week 6.
You never regret when I just empty every chamber I got, dude. It's always amazing. My biggest takeaway from Week 6 is, Bruce Arians to me is, I think, the missing link in why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not as good as they should be. I think I know I'm going to catch some flack for this because everybody loves player empowerment and all this other crap. You cannot have players run organizations for this very reason, right? Tom Brady, as great as he is, what you look at Morty interrupted my time. What are we doing? He throws me off. Now I got to start over.
I'm sorry, but it's
What
Tom
did you
Brady.
say? What did you say now?
It's Tom Brady. Come on.
Oh, excuse me. Let me get to my point, right? This is what I call grabassery is a disease and it's infectious, dude. It's disgusting on teams. I've seen it. So, right, I was getting back to it before I was rudely interrupted by a stooge. Here we go. All right. Bruce Arians is a missing link, right? Because he held the team in check. No matter if you're Tom Brady, I understand Tom Brady's won 7 Super Bowls, but understand what made him successful. What made him successful was having Bill Belichick breathing down everyone's neck, making sure everyone understood the details, making sure everyone did their job. Doesn't matter if you're the first rounder, doesn't matter if you're undrafted, doesn't matter if you're a free agent. That's the way you build success and continuity. Now that you have Brady wanting to do whatever he wants, misses 2 weeks in training camp, inexcusable. I don't care if he's having marital problems or whatever. He's got to figure that out on his own time. It's football season, it's football time, like Michael Irvin used to say. Then he takes off early on a Friday to go to a wedding. I don't care if I don't care who it is, his wedding. You've got to be there, and it shows, dude, because this is what happens, right? It's a perfect prisoner's dilemma real quick. I know I'm getting a little bit long, but here's going to be the last part. If they see a freaking team captain doing grab-assery things, what is that going to do for the undrafted guys? It's not going to push them.
They're
It's not
gonna
going to
grab
motivate
ass.
them to be
So
great.
would you call what Urban Meyer did a grab-astic too in Cleveland?
No, that was literal. That was literal grab-assery.
Okay.
Finger guns.
I have a
Finger guns.
podcast.
Dude. Top pass.
Can
By the
I
way,
ask a
Can
question?
you believe he's on TV? That to me is a crime.
Okay,
Wait,
Vic.
If you have a podcast, can you
Alright.
call it grabbing ass with Dan and Daygo?
Oh yeah, so when I could be like, and then you know what? I'll have Deshaun Watson be the co-host.
Oh, wow.
All right, Vic, what were you?
I just wanted to know
Gilbert,
that
you did that to yourself.
you did. You walked right
set
into
that one
that.
up. You set that one up.
I just want to
Love it.
know if the reason that Dan has a problem is because he went after the offensive lineman. Had he not gone after the offensive lineman, is this like a thing with the offensive lineman? Is that why you're going after Tom
Besides
Brady?
the fact that I am a huge offensive line advocate, no, that's not it, right? Because seriously, if you think about it, leadership always starts at the top. If a team captain's yelling at me when his ass doesn't show up for Friday practice, I'm not going to listen to his ass, and I tell him to his face, why would I listen to you when you weren't here on Friday while I was here working? That makes no sense. That's why I kid you not. This is what people don't understand. A team is like an organism of a body, right? Every single part of it, the special teams, the quarterbacks, the this and that, single different part of the organism. Imagine if part of your brain just automatically or randomly stops working, right? Your body doesn't move the same. It doesn't react the same. Same with the team. When you have cancer or a body part stops working, the whole team can't function correctly. That's the problem with it.
Right.
Top, bottom, you have to be a leader. You
We're
have to
done with the
motivate. You have
coach
to be
speak.
great.
No, honestly, I don't think he's wrong. I think
No,
that
it's
is
just,
a
it's
lot
just
of
boring coach speak, right? He's right.
Honestly,
yeah, but I mean,
honestly, the worst part is I think
everybody's
the most
trying to figure it out, but nobody's going to hold Tom Brady accountable, and nobody's going to
Exactly.
hold Todd Bowles accountable. Nobody's going to hold any
Exactly.
of those guys accountable. And Daniel.
And I respect that. But my thing is,
That's the Kobe
don't-
Bryant when he was looking at the
this,
people.
this is what's always bothered me.
exactly.
Don't tell me you're focused on winning championships when you're not doing
There you go.
championship things.
There you go.
Everyone wants to be a champion until it's time to work, dude.
All right, enough. No, enough with the grabbing ass here. Come on, what's next?
All right, and he
Be
wants to do it
careful.
again.
I'm a trademark it.
All right, now let's go to our picks, our weekly picks. Kirk, the one-eyed cat, not a good week for him. 1-3 last
Finally, we
week.
got that damn cat.
He
Call
said we.
Peter.
Daniel, did you hear that?
Yeah,
Daniel
for real.
Daygo goes 3-1. Su servidor goes 3-1. Gilbert goes 2-2. Vic goes 2-2. So right now, as the standings go, I am 11-13. Dan and Daygo 14-10. The lead dog. Gilbert is 12-12. Vic is 12-12, and Kirk, the one-eyed cat, is 12-12.
We got you, cat.
So let's go with Kirk's picks for the week. All right, there's Kirk, the one-eyed cat. Let's see what he's going to go with. Is he going to go with Tua's Tuna, or is he going to go with the Steelers? Oh, no. He's going with the Steelers. Upset. No Tua Tuna for him. All right, Jacksonville or the Giants. Is he going to go with Daniel Jones or Trevor Lawrence? He's going Danny Jones. All right, next is going to go with Patrick Mahomes. That's the same tuna that Gilbert loves to eat. Oh, he's going to go with the Patrick Mahomes tuna and continue that. All right, now are we going to get Ryan Tannehill or Matt Ryan? Is he going to go with Matt Ryan? Oh, Kirk is going Matt Ryan. So there you go. He has his picks. So I'm going to ask now you guys. I'm going to start off with Gilbert. Let's start it off with the banger out of the week. Chiefs, 49ers. It is at the 49ers. Gilbert.
If that's the banger, these games are terrible this week.
That's going to be a good game.
Well, half the team is injured on the 49ers. Are they going to be a real team? I don't know.
Supposedly Nick Bosa, Trent Williams, and all their players are supposedly trending towards
where's the game?
San Francisco, San Pancho,
Ah.
San Jose.
Yeah. No, I can't go against the Chiefs coming off a loss. They'll bounce back, Chiefs.
Dan, let's go with Dan.
If Nick, oh dang, but that's an if game. I can't.
You can't
pick
say
an
if.
game.
No, if.
Yeah, I know I can. No, I'm gonna run with the 49ers. I think they definitely don't want to lose these guys at home. They already lost the Super Bowl. Got to have some pride, dude. Come out and play.
Rematch, yeah.
Nick,
I'm gonna go Chiefs.
I'm going to go 49ers as well. I think that they're going to have something to prove, especially because they're 3-3. They're going to have something to prove. So I definitely think they're gonna come out firing. And Deebo Samuel, I want to see who on the Chiefs is going to cover Deebo Samuel. All right, let's go next with the Steelers at Dolphins. Vic, it's Steelers at Dolphins.
What a
Vic.
snoozer.
I know, and it's on Sunday Night Football. Talking about those primetime games.
Oh,
Yeah,
Quarterback this week.
It's gonna be baseball.
Tua is going to be back, so I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
Okay, are we all taking the Dolphins?
Is it? Wait, who's at home again? You said the Miami.
The Dolphins are at home. Yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins. Tyreek Gilbert are having a
okay.
big game.
Yeah, we're all taking the Dolphins.
Okay, we're all gonna take the Dolphins.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
What a snoozer of a game.
Giants at Jaguars. Oh, this one's gonna be a good one. Let's go, Vic.
I'll go with the Giants.
Dan.
Damn, it's at Jags. I like the Jags, but I don't think they've been playing good football as of late. I think they're on a lose streak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Giants. I think they're going to be pumped up after a big win off of Gilberto's hero over there.
Gilbert.
Dang, we've been picking this. No, we got the 49ers difference, right? Okay.
Yeah, 49ers difference.
I don't know, man. You said it's in Jacksonville?
Yeah, it's in Jacksonville.
Why the heck not? Let's go with the Jaguars. Ugh.
I'm gonna go Jaguars as well.
Oh, okay. I don't feel alone.
There you go.
All right. Last one. This one's gonna be a tough one. Colts at Titans. Vic.
It's a snoozer.
I'll go with the
Tough
Titans.
to predict.
Titans.
You said Titans?
Titans at home?
Yeah.
Can you hear us? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was like,
Titans.
Tennessee won the
Yes, I'm
first
a fan.
time, but I will go Tennessee too.
Okay, Dan.
oh, damn you. I'm gonna go with Tennessee too. I have hated the Colts this
All right, I'm
season.
down. F it. Why not? I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Yeah, there
Trying
was
clean territory.
That's what you said.
there
most-
was no good
Never mind.
games to pick from.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
really-
looked at the schedule and I'm like, I don't know what to pick here. The only other one would have been Jets and Broncos, and I'm pretty sure everybody here would have picked the Jets, right?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
am not gonna pick Mr. Unlimited because he unlimited.
He's
That's garbage.
here.
Guy's
Where is
garbage.
it? Where is it? Where is it? Ooh.
Oh
He lives under Daygo. Kane's alive.
Keep rolling.
All right.
I
it's
hate
time
when
for-
you do that. That's Biker
That-
Taker.
that-
That's
that's
not
why I say it.
Undertaker.
That's why I
All
say it.
right, let's go with our burials of the week. Gilbert, give me yours.
Did you just kick out Victor?
God,
No.
hey, VAR. VAR.
Yeah, I think Victor didn't want to be here for this because he's a big Dodgers fan. So I'm gonna bury the Dodgers. RIP to your 111. There you are, Victor. You have to be here for you're gonna help me bury the Dodgers. You're gonna get the shovel and throw in the dirt because you're a big Dodgers fan.
So what are you gonna do? Push him?
I'm just gonna just laugh. I'm gonna.
You're
I
just
don't
gonna
know.
push him, and
Yeah.
he's gonna do all the hard work.
I'll throw Victor
Yeah.
in there too.
Oh.
111,
Please do.
111 wins. Put them in there too, in the casket. I'm done with these Dodgers every single year. They just, even though I watched 2 games all season, I think I went to a couple of them. And then they just choke in the first round to the Padres. Dan and Daygo, you're a big baseball guy. You deserve what the Padres are doing right now. I am happy for you, but bury the Dodgers.
Vic.
Let me just go off of that. Let me just add my
Yeah,
2 cents
You
here
gotta say
because
something.
I number one, we know this from Andrew Friedman. He builds regular season teams. He doesn't build these teams for the playoffs. We've seen it year after year. Like, I'm sure people are by now are used to them, seeing them how they do in the playoffs. Like, Dodger fans know this. I even posted like a couple months ago when they broke the record for most wins in the franchise. I talked about it then, and I said it like, hey, talk to me in October and we'll see. But yeah, Gilbert's right, man. Like, we see this story every year. Like, it's time for Andrew Freeman to take some responsibility.
You're buried
I-
now, Victor.
Yeah, and
Not
And
just
Doc
a burial,
Rivers-
he's calling for his job, my guy.
yeah, no,
That's what I
yeah,
mean.
like, he needs to step up. Stop blaming Doc Roberts when you're the one who does the lineup every time. So
Wow,
yeah,
what a
stop
bury.
blaming him. Yeah, mine has to do with this week the NFL announced that the Titans are getting a new stadium and they're going to build a dome because they want to get the Super Bowl there, which is all nice and everything. But one of the things I've noticed is that a couple of years ago, the NFL Players Association, they tried to vote to get all the stadiums to have natural grass. And I found out that only 7 teams have natural grass, and all the injuries, like, players have been complaining, as we saw in the Super Bowl with Odell Beckham Jr. The turf, always ends up being the cause of those ACL tears. And yet you have all this money, and the NFL owners refuse to put money into these fields. Like, just go and look at what I know people clown on Mark
The
Davis
Raiders.
and. Yeah, on the Raiders. And look at what they do. He goes and eats at In-N-Out or P.F. Chang's. But look at the man. He spends the money to get natural grass. The Arizona Cardinals, they get what's SS on because of the whole thing with Bidwell, and they have natural grass. Just stop being cheap and put money into your product by getting natural grass. It's not that hard. Teams like the Packers have it. If the Packers can get it when it gets frozen tundra, the rest of the league should be able to. So that's my
And
burial.
and you create more jobs doing that. So that'd be another way to create.
I agree. I hate turf.
All right.
Dan, what's your burial of the week?
My burial of the week.
And I'm very nervous about this.
No nervousness. Although Gilberto should be nervous because I'm going to attack some of his heroes. But I am so sick and tired of organizations overpaying for quarterbacks, whether they're garbage or not. Like, if I've learned anything from Cooper Rush taking over the Cowboys, it's that what you need is a competent quarterback, better offensive line play, and a good running back and a front seven. I would take that 300, 400, whatever they pay these jokers now, million, put it into my 5 guys up front and put it in my front 7. That's what you need to win games. And it has been done. I don't care what that stooge above me says. If I have learned it, it has won Super Bowls.
Your team's about to give Justin Herbert $1 billion.
Sheesh.
Why does he always interrupt you?
Anyway, I
called
reclaim my
me
time.
out.
I reclaim my time, Mr. Senator, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. Look no further than the 2015 Broncos. What they had was a great offensive line play and an even better front 7, and they had a genius with no arm left. That's what you need. Intelligence.
Okay.
You need competence at the quarterback.
Might as well get Tua out there then. You don't care about arm strength.
If he's intelligent, I don't care.
Is he?
I don't care. He has to be intelligent. Also, look no further than your beloved Seattle Seahawks with Russell Wilson. They won that off the back of great defense and an even better run game. That's what wins games. That's what wins championships. I'm sick and tired of listening to this manure. Unless you got the Zebras on your side, like some of these teams. I mean, I don't want to talk about it, but you already know. Stop overpaying quarterbacks.
Okay.
Stop it. Stop
Right.
it. It's ridiculous.
Get a Stone Age
Mr.
offense going.
I don't care.
Unlimited.
It'll win. It'll win. It
Who's your
does
hero?
win.
Who's your hero? Mr.
Mr.
Unlimited.
Unlimited. Then he's got his hero, Dak. Don't get me started on his hero, Kyler. Don't get me started on his hero, Lamar.
I never said Kyler was my hero.
That's his hero.
I'm gonna go with I have to go with Robbie Anderson, Cam Akers, even Melvin Gordon. Like, I understand we've come to the point now where we give players whatever they want an out, you get the out. Here you go. Okay, yeah, we don't even want to deal with him. I would have these players stew on the end of the bench all game long and let them just sit there and cry it out. You got drafted there. Some signed a contract to stay there. Other people, like the Jets traded for they traded the Carolina Panthers traded for Robbie Anderson. I think he signed an extension. Don't sign the extension. Melvin Gordon signed another 1-year deal to go with the Broncos. Don't sign it. Cam Akers, well, you got drafted there, but they just want to quit so quick. The players want to quit so quickly. It's like, dude, wait it out and then hit free agency and see what you're going to do. But obviously, we don't do that. We just let these guys kind of just run crazy and be like, okay,
just grab an ass out here, right?
I want out.
100%. Grab assery.
Have you noticed how much he's interrupted us today? Like, he just keeps.
You know what, Frau? Here, ready? VAR tells me, boom, penal, red card.
Oh.
Mute his ass. There you go.
Put me back.
All
right, you done?
Look at him. Now
We're all getting muted now. Okay. Move it along. Come on. Did you freeze? I thought
All
you
right. No. You muted me. I didn't see you muted me. All right. Now, obviously, let's go to Dan and Daygo and see what he's got cooking up with his promo.
What can I tell you? Another wonderful episode, but do not fret. We are not done yet. Ooh, I was a poet and didn't even know it. Look at that. Look at what we're doing over here. I got these little rhymes. Boom, 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 boom. Smart as a fox. Anyway, do not forget to check out the Deontay Wilder interview on Combat Compas. You are not going to want to miss that because let's all be real. We got a little streak going here on Combat Compas because Deontay Wilder is the next boxer in the Hall of Fame of Combat Compas to get a victory after he came on with your boys. What are we doing? Just pick up the phone, all the other fighters. Come get an easy dub after you interview with the Compas. So don't forget to go over there and check that. It was pretty hilarious. Actually, it was a really good interview. Really good insight. I didn't know personally who Deontay Wilder was outside of those fights with Tyson Fury, but he really goes in depth about himself, about his thoughts and everything else. It was a really good interview with your boys. Anyway, now for the back half of this episode, we're gonna see what was under the bed of the Compas as a kid. That used to scare the crap out of us. Now let's get back to the program.
Dan, thank you so much. Obviously, great stuff, even though one of us in here doesn't believe so, but obviously. But right now, it's officially spooky season. Halloween is right around the corner. Obviously, fun times, exciting times. We want to know what your horror movie character scared you when you were younger. So let's go with Vic.
For me, it was Freddy Krueger, man. Like I was like 11 or 12, and like someone challenged me to go and watch Freddy. Like, oh yeah, you can watch a scary movie. So my dumbass went and watched Freddy Krueger, right? And I couldn't sleep like for 3 days because Freddy Krueger was in my dreams, literally. Like I couldn't stop, thinking about it. So yeah. Never, like Gilbert did with the whole haircut thing, never take a bed when you're a kid, man. It just messes you up later on. So I'll say that. But yeah, and then later on, a girl that I liked, she was like, hey, let's go watch Freddy Krueger versus Jason. I couldn't stop laughing at that movie. It was so funny. I was like, I can't believe I was scared of this guy when I was a kid. But hey,
He's a
man,
homie.
yeah, for some reason, when you're a kid, that stuff sticks with you. But later on, as you're an adult, you can laugh it off. Like now, for me,
I don't care about a spoiler. I love the part when he's beheaded and he winks at the camera. That's a great scene.
Well, the thing is,
it's been out there for 15 years.
Yeah, for real.
I've
Don't listen to
I've
him.
seen it.
All right.
The thing is, too, though. Okay.
What?
Let's
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's different Freddy's in some of them. Like some of them, he was too comedic, and other ones he's a lot darker. So it really just depends.
All right, Dan. Well, you give us yours.
All right, mine real quick, right? Mine's Pennywise, but the real one, not the garbage remakes that we saw. The 1990 Tim Curry Pennywise scared the piss out of me, and here's why. I was in Mexico with my grandma, staying there, and it's an old house. It creaks and it shakes and everything else. I kid you not, the only reason I watched this film, and you guys are going to laugh, the only thing in English I could find on TV. The only thing in English. So I saw the whole thing, dude. I was scared to death the rest of the evening, dude. The door had like space in it, so it would shake like crazy. And I thought, here comes Pennywise to get me, dude. I'm so screwed. Ever since then, I had a fear of clowns until I was finally an adult. Yeah, look at that. That he was actually really terrifying in that film. He did such a good job, dude. I don't think this guy gets enough credit.
He's an underrated actor.
100%, dude.
There's a lot of Mexican parties with clowns, so I feel bad for you growing up.
Yeah, exactly.
I still remember when you got scared. You and Melissa watched the Leprechaun in Mexico, and you guys were so scared of that
Again,
Leprechaun.
the only thing in English, dude. It's terrible down there. I need to get some more stuff in English.
All right, Gilbert, what's yours?
Yeah, these are all good ones. But I will go with a doll, Chucky. He again, when I was a kid, that he freaked me out. So anytime I saw a doll, I thought it was gonna come alive, possess, and then stab me in the neck, whatever. But then you think about when you get older, you're like, why was I scared of a doll? You just could kick it, just punt it, do a Dan and Daygo punt, right? Get it out of here. And then he has like a movie, Chucky's Brides. These movies, like all these movies, like start off kind of scary and then they do really terrible. But I'll go with Chucky because anytime anybody had a doll, it freaked me out.
And he now has a series.
Does it? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Have you seen it? I've never seen it.
I've never seen it. I'm with you as well. I chose Chucky as well because I remember when I was a kid.
Stop copying me.
Look at this guy.
My dad and my cousin were watching it, and I remember I was like 5 or 6 years old, and I was over in the kitchen counter like watching it, and I was like, oh my god, I was getting freaked out. That night I could not sleep because I thought my dolls were going to start moving. So was Toy Story a son of an SOB for you or no? Watching the movie Toy Story?
Yeah, these stories came alive.
Yeah, exactly.
But what about for the poll, Fernando? We can't have just two people having Chucky. So, for the sake of it, can you give me
No,
somebody
I
else?
can
Can I give somebody
I
else?
can put the three of us, and that's it. I
I don't
mean,
know. Put Pinhead for me. Pinhead. He looked weird. There we go.
Oh,
Done.
Hellraiser, that movie was
Yeah.
terrifying, dude.
all right.
Yeah.
The
Obviously-
original.
We were talking a little bit ago about Dan's favorite person. Black Adam comes out this weekend. That means that the millions and millions of Rock fans are going to go watch his new movie that comes out. Here on Compas on the Beat, everybody's a big fan of the People's Champ, right?
Oh, that's a lie.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
All right.
I will not spread misinformation on this here, your
Really?
favorite program.
All right. So obviously, let's go and
wrong with
give me
you?
your best. Give me your favorite movie with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Vic, I'm going to start with you.
I'm gonna go with Jumanji. I really like the cast there with Jack Black. You had Karen Gilliam, who plays Nebula in the Guardians, and you had Kevin Hart. Like, honestly, it was really fun. Like, is he a great actor in that? No, but it was really fun. He let himself just be himself there, be, buff guy Rock. So for me, it was Jumanji.
I'm going to go with Gilbert.
Yeah, I'm going to one of the old ones, The Rundown, The Rock with Stifler from American Pie. I forgot his real name.
Was hilarious.
Christopher
John William
Walken.
Scott.
Yes, I forgot what you said, but Christopher Walken. He was and the bounty hunter. Whatever. You got me like sidetrack here. But good movie, The Rundown.
I interrupt you.
I don't like it. So okay, is that what I've been doing to you? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
The whole time.
Sorry.
The whole time on this year program.
But I'm sorry. No more grabbing ass here, right? Okay.
No grab assery.
Yeah, The Rundown, good film. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like he had a phase, right? The walking tall, walking tall phase. Then he has like these like San Andreas movies, like disaster film, and then he has like the one with the Disney movie. I forget.
Jungle
but Jumanji.
Cruise,
There you go. Jungle Cruise.
Game plan.
There you go. And the one with Kevin Hart. I'm just going off on a tangent. The one with Kevin Hart was.
You're just giving away all the movies. You don't even know what we picked. Okay.
He does this all the time. He does this all the time, so he leaves us with no choice.
All right. Go ahead, Dan.
I hate I don't like it really. A lot of his movies. I don't like The Rock as an actor. I think he's overrated. I don't know how he keeps getting roles, but I guess I like Walking Tall the most. I like that one. One of his earlier ones. I thought it was gritty, good action, not this ridiculous garbage of breaking through casts by flexing. That's ridiculous.
They're movies for a reason.
Or flying cars.
We all know Fernando's movies. I feel like I have a guess here.
You piece of crap. Yeah, piece of crap, Dan, not you, Gilbert. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Fast Five. I thought the franchise needed something, and when they interjected The Rock, I thought it got really good, and I thought he did a good job as Hobbs. That's exactly what his role is. The big tough guy who, man, they needed to get my dude a towel down in Brazil. He was sweating the whole damn time. No matter if it was night, no matter if it was day, he always had he was always drenched. But I thought The Rock interjected himself in that series. I thought it was really good. I like him as Hobbs. I'm so pissed off that they're going to be doing this new Fast movie and supposedly he's not going to be in it because I really wanted, if this is really their last film, you need Hobbs in there, but obviously because of the beef between him and Vin Diesel, they're not going to be doing it. But I thought The Rock added a lot to the franchise, and I was really excited about it.
But Fernando, how can you call yourself a Rock fan and pick a movie he likes if he goes against the leader of the C Nation, Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, Respect? I mean, you can't see me.
Well, Fernando's a big fan of The Marine, the movie.
I thought you guys were gonna
talk about John Cena like that, or you're gonna get kicked out.
Oh, okay. I was looking
ready.
To say.
All right,
talk about Dahmer.
I was just messing with him. All right, obviously, you two creeps watch the Dahmer, the Dahmer documentary. No, I know the two creeps on the left hand side.
That's why we're gonna survive, and you're gonna party hardy, Frown.
Yeah, right. I don't mess with any of that. I'm already.
Can I take a picture? Can I take a picture, man?
Look at that.
$50. I wish I could do that. Milwaukee Midwest accent.
Give us your avocado rating.
Why are we creepy? Because we want to watch a documentary about this killer here, Dahmer.
The actor's great. I think he's fantastic. Like, and he's always been a little bit of a bitch boy in other movies. No, he was. He was a never back down. He's the guy that always gets pushed around and beaten up and everything. Like
Okay.
he's always gotten pushed around. And in this movie, he was actually or in the show, he was actually I thought he did an incredible
So
job.
grabbing ass, a bitch boy. Okay, what a show we're at here.
I got another one. Don't you worry. I got more in my
Yeah,
pocket. Don't
you
worry.
got many. But yeah, kind of take a picture. We want to hang out, want to have a beer. I just like doing them.
I just want to watch The Exorcist.
Yeah. Kind of listen to your heart.
How many pulled pork sandwiches
I'm
did
gonna
you
eat
eat,
it.
Gilbert,
I'm gonna eat it.
after
Wait, what?
watching it?
What'd you say?
How many pulled pork sandwiches did you eat after watching it?
Actually,
I had
at one
3 or
point,
4.
I was binging it, Fernando. He was about to, I don't want to spoil it, but he was about to drink some blood. And I was like, I can't do it right now. I'm going to sleep. I can't
What
do
are you
it.
talking about? Spoil it. This is a real life event.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
Exactly.
well, it's something. Some things are not real. Okay, there's a lot of weird things to the show, but I'll
Are
say
you
this.
kidding? Weird things to the show? Have you read up on this guy?
Honestly, I just knew the name, but I didn't do a lot of research. This is all
My
new to me. Sorry, I know you're the bigger crime doc here guy.
100%.
Okay, you're the coach and you're the crime doc expert. This is my time. But I'm not done with it yet, but I'm enjoying it. It kind of feels a little slow sometimes. Like you kind of get the same thing. Like, you want to come in my room? You want to take a picture? Like we see it
I'm
all
sorry
the
you
time.
didn't kill enough people to have
Yeah,
more
exactly.
action for you, dude.
They just keep showing the same
Who
game
does it
plan
remind you
over.
of?
Like he'll put a Mickey in there. There's a lot of game plans that we keep seeing. It's like watching Bill Belichick at work. We know what's gonna happen. It kind of gets repetitive, but it's okay. I recommend it. Watch it. Should I give a rating? I don't know
Yeah,
for
go
now.
ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously.
Give me a good 81% for Dahmer.
Dan.
That's kind of low. Like for me, this is perfect guac you take on Super Bowl Sunday, dude. I thought it was really good. I thought it was entertaining, especially because this, right? I think my only criticism is it wasn't solely about Dahmer. Like I got a little too much from the neighbors and all that stuff, which I get, but I mean, it's all good. I thought it was really entertaining. It was a good story, start to finish. You literally see everything essentially in the timeline. So I thought it was really good, dude. This is guac you take to Super Bowl Sunday to show to your friends how good your dip is, dude.
Hey, what's that smell?
I have
It's
a
not
question.
guacamole. It's not guacamole, my guy.
So what's your
I have a-
rating?
Oh, I thought,
Sorry.
avocado. Yeah, I gave it really good. Like I'd say 95%. Do you see, by the way? Oh, well, you haven't seen the ending. It doesn't matter. Spoiler alert.
No.
Doesn't matter. It's
No
real
spoil.
life.
I just
All right, here we
had
go.
a question for you guys whenever you guys are done. Sorry.
Oh,
Go
okay,
ahead.
let me just
Go
say
ahead,
this
go
real quick.
No.
It's real interesting because they demolished the building, all that happened, and there's no more apartments there.
Oh, really?
It's just empty space. They tried to build a park for the what's it called? The victims as like a memorial, but they never did it. The city never did it.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's up, dude?
All right.
You have a question?
My question is, why is it become so big on TikTok? Do you guys feel?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Thank you for giving me a segue here.
You know
like-
how it is, dude. They have these stupid trends that people jump on who have no brain. They
People
just
like
are
us.
sheep and they follow.
Well, you're doing it too, Danny boy. Like we're saying memorable catchphrases from the show. They're taking that audio and then they're making it into videos. So
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
exactly. We're not doing that. We're just
Yeah.
talking about it. I'm not gonna.
I might
make a
do one
TikTok
now.
of me
you
going
wanna
into
do
my
one with me?
brother's room saying
You
like,
want-
"Oh, do you want to watch The Exorcist?
Yeah,
Can I hear your heartbeat?" What?
But yeah, want to take a picture of me? Yeah, things like
No,
that.
I would never.
So you think about the IG models using that line. Want to take a picture? Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate Victor.
One more thing. One more thing before
Fernando
we
wants
go.
to end this segment already.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry, but I gotta give a recommendation. Please, if you have a chance, watch Werewolf by Night. It's on Disney Plus. I've told the compas on here if you're into horror movies, like old school horror movies, it's a great film to go and check out.
I need to watch
It's
that one.
only-
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah,
it.
it's only an hour, so you're not putting in a lot. It's pretty fast, and it stars Gael Garcia Bernal. He's great in it. Honestly, do yourself a favor. Go watch them. Go watch that special feature.
Do yourself a favor and do Vic a favor. Go watch it.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
All right. Well, we
Be a friend,
appreciate
tell a
Vic.
friend.
We appreciate Dan. Thank you guys so much. But now it is time for Una Más. Gilbert, I got something special for you as always. I know that you are a hater sometimes and you talk a lot of crap about Una Más, but I think Una Más is
What do you
fun.
have for me today? Don't
I
ask me to take my picture.
Look at this. It is the Monster Taco at
The Dahmer taco?
No, I don't know why you're so fixated with that. Look at that taco. It's from the Dallas FC. It's a big taco. Hold on, let me tell you what it has. It is a 12-inch flour tortilla with shredded barbacoa, shredded cheese, lettuce, diced tomatoes, sour cream, and hot sauce.
Where is it? Is it in New York?
FC Dallas.
Oh,
the
Dallas.
soccer team.
All right, if it's in Texas, I think I'm willing to try it. It's freaking massive. I almost said a different F word because that's how gigantic this taco is.
How much do you think that is? I can't find the price anywhere. What do you think?
I don't know,
50?
man. I would think like $30 or something. It's still like a basic taco, but it looks. This guy looks like he just had like a day at the bar. Now he's going out to get a Taco Bell meal.
And he looks like he was smoking a little good, and he wanted a taco.
But yeah, we could split one next time we're in Dallas watching terrible soccer.
Hey, honestly, that looks like a lot of fun. Real quick, I just wanted to go by you real fast and just show you a little bit of the ballparks and what food they kind of have. I saw this article. It's from March 31st.
The Padres go to the NLCS, and you're all about baseball, huh?
Well, no, I just wanted to show a little something. Look at this. This is actually hilarious. The loaded helmet nachos from the Giants. You've had that.
The Angel Stadium. They're not good.
Is it good?
No.
Really?
You feel it out there.
This is the Reuben, some dirt on it dog. This is a hot dog at Chase Field.
Okay.
It's and then there's another one. I don't know what this one is. But it has it's the Reuben wrapped in a rye bun, smothered with mac and cheese, fried pickles, green onions, and topped off with secret sauce. At Citi Field, they have the pizza cupcake. I wonder how much these cost.
These are really whack. What is this?
I know. Citizen Bank Park, they have a donut burger.
Oh, that looks kind of good, but when you said it was a donut, it threw me off. But I would try that.
I'd try that too. Garden salad jars and Coney dog egg rolls.
Huh.
That's interesting.
I don't even know what that is. What is this for Dodger Stadium?
California roll.
So boring.
I've never had that. Let's see. Oh, there's no more pictures. What the hell is this? Oh, look, a red curry bowl and boozy popsicles at the Oakland Stadium. Did you have any of those when you were up there?
I did not, but that was the worst stadium I've ever been to for baseball.
Moscow Mule sorbet, Southern Belle sorbet.
Okay.
That's pretty interesting. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh. The boomstick and peanut butter and jelly candied bacon sandwich. There's jalapenos, bacon, and that's weird. Okay.
You're getting me hungry now, actually.
Yeah, I know, and I haven't had dinner, so but yeah, obviously that's some of the good stuff you'll find at the ballpark. That was pretty interesting, but obviously, guys, thank you guys so much for checking out another episode of Compas on the Beat.
It was a long one.
What?
It was a long episode.
I know. Don't forget to check out House of Horns this week. It's a bye week, but Gilbert and Vic, the producer, still had an episode out for you guys. I don't know if Dan and I will be that nice to you guys next week on What's Up Bolts.
Flojos. Flojos.
No, well, you never know. But you never know how we're feeling after the Seattle game. But obviously, check out. We're going to do a preview for the Seattle Seahawks and Chargers facing this weekend. We appreciate you guys checking that out. And then obviously, Combat Compas, and not this week, next week, Gilbert and I will be previewing when WWE goes to Saudi Arabia. There are now 2 matches that have been added: Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul, and now Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. That's going to be a very good matchup, especially after some of the run-ins that they've had with each other, like on Monday Night Raw. Very good stuff from them. But we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for checking. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, send us your questions. We appreciate you guys so much. We hope that you guys will continue rocking with us. Don't forget, be a friend, tell a friend. We appreciate you guys so much. For the time being, I'm going to let Gilbert enjoy his bye week. So, ¿sabes qué, Gilbert? Vámonos.
Thank you. Officially the bye week. On that note, ya nos vamos, pues, vámonos.